Hey there, what's up? My name is Atishay Jain and I'm going to show you my results from sending cold emails for one of my clients and the exact process I use to get those results. So the screenshot on the screen right now, this is the aggregate total of one of the campaigns that I ran for a client that I was working with in the past. 200 emails sent, 84% of those emails were opened. I got 35 replies, that is 21% replies, and 8% of those people got on the phone call with my client. So these are the numbers that I get, and these are not an exception. These are the usual numbers that I get. And if you want to know how these results are possible, let me show you my process. So the most common reason I see agencies and businesses failing to utilize email is because they don't set it up properly. So I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your email so that your delivery rates and your open rates shoot through the sky. Let me show you. So step number one, buy a new domain. Even if you have a domain, you don't want to use that same domain to send out cold emails. Why is that? Because Google, Yahoo, all of these search engines and the email providers, they are smart. Their algorithm is able to tell when you're sending cold emails in bulk, and sooner or later your domain is going to burn out and you'll constantly start ending up in spam. So you don't want to risk your main domain. Instead, you buy a new domain that is very similar to your main domain. So for example, if your main domain is xyz.com, you buy xyz.net, xyz.org, etc., etc. Then you set up SPF, DKIM, and DMARC records. These are essentially three records that email services use to authenticate other email senders. Consider your email provider as a gatekeeper, and these three records are your entry to the party. So when you show these records, the gatekeeper lets you in. Now, an easy way to do this is to buy your secondary domain from Google Domains and add G Suite with it, and then add DMARC records. Whenever I work with a client, I usually add these three on my own, and this itself, if you do this, if you work with me or not, that is a different thing. But if you do this, you will see your email open rates improve, your email delivery rates improve. That is a guarantee. Then step number three. Again, a lot of people make this mistake. Do not immediately start sending emails from your new domain. It is very easy to tell if a domain is new. It is very easy to tell if you just bought a domain and have started sending out emails. And these emails get marked as spam almost immediately. You need to warm this domain up for at least 7 to 14 days. What is warming up? It is sending emails back and forth between 2 or 3 mailboxes like an actual person would. So it is essentially to convince the algorithm, to convince your email provider that this is an actual person sending out actual emails instead of someone trying to send out bulk emails and sell their services. Step number four, start sending emails, but don't send hundreds or thousands of emails at once. Ramp it up slowly. Start at 10 per week, then move on to 20, then 30, then 40, and until you max out at, say, somewhere around 100 to 150. And trust me, if you're sending cold emails and if you're doing it right, you will never ever need to go beyond 100 emails per week, or 100 or 200 emails per week. That is my guarantee. Now let me show you the results, some of the results that I got. Now I use this sending software called Lemlist. I worked with a lot of different other tools. I worked with Mailshake, I worked with GetResponse, but this is the one that stuck, and this is the screenshot. So this is one of the campaigns that I ran for an agency that I was working with. 200 emails sent, and we ran these emails were run in 3 batches. Each one, 40 emails sent, 90% open, 33 people replied back. 109 emails sent, 81% open, 22% people replied back. 51 sent, 89% open, 9% people replied back. Now let me show you what I do inside these campaigns. So take a look at this one. Now there's a lot of testing and split testing involved. So as you can see, I've created a split test here. This is set A of messages. This is set B of messages. And then even inside these emails, I'm split testing a lot of different things. I'm split testing the subject line. I'm split testing the CTA. So it's a lot of It's a lot of testing until you figure out the right formula and you start getting open rates and reply rates such as these. Now let me show you something real crazy real quick. Let's Google the average cold email open rate. Now Google says the average open rate for business email sits around 14% to 23%. 14 to 23%. That is pathetic. This is terrible. So imagine all your competitors out there, everyone that is in the same business as you, they are sending out bunch of emails and getting only 14% of them opened, and even fewer of those replied to. But if you work with me, you get 84% of your emails open and 21% of them replied to. So imagine your reply rate is better than the open rate for most of your competitors. This advantage alone is enough to take your business from where it is now to wherever you want it to be. Think about it. So, if you want to see numbers like these for yourself, if you want more customers, if you want to never have to worry about not having enough sales, if you always want people within your sales pipeline, all you have to do is just drop me a message and let's talk about it.